Hello. Welcome back to Secure Your Benefits. Losing a loved one is never easy. It's a time of grief, adjustment, and often uncertainty, especially when it comes to finances. But for many families in the United States, Social Security survivor benefits can offer some crucial support during this difficult time. If you're wondering whether you or someone you care about may qualify for these benefits, and how to go about applying, then this video is for you. You're watching Secure Your Benefits, where we make navigating Social Security easier and clearer for everyone. Survivor benefits are a part of the broader Social Security program. They're designed to provide financial support to certain family members of a deceased worker who paid into the Social Security system. In 2025, these benefits continue to serve as a vital safety net for millions of Americans, and understanding how they work can help ensure that eligible families receive the support they deserve. Let's start with who qualifies for survivor benefits. The key requirement is that the deceased must have worked and earned enough Social Security credits. Typically, the minimum number of credits needed is 10 years of work, or 40 credits, though younger workers who pass away may still qualify if they've worked for a shorter time. The Social Security Administration takes into account the age of the deceased when determining eligibility for survivor benefits. Now, as for the survivors who can qualify, it's not limited to just a spouse. Widows and widowers are the most common recipients, but the list also includes divorced spouses, children, and even dependent parents under certain conditions. If you're a surviving spouse, you can start receiving benefits as early as age 60, or age 50 if you are disabled. If you're caring for the deceased worker's child who is under age 16 or disabled, you can receive benefits at any age. Keep in mind that early benefits come with reduced monthly payments, while waiting until your full retirement age, usually between 66 and 67, will give you the full amount. Now, for surviving divorced spouses, the rules are very similar. You must have been married to the deceased for at least 10 years, and you must not currently be married. If you meet those requirements, you may be eligible for the same benefits as a widow or widower. Children of the deceased can also qualify if they're under the age of 18 or up to 19 if they're still in high school full-time. In cases where a child is disabled before age 22, they may qualify for benefits for the duration of their disability. Even parents of the deceased can be eligible for survivor benefits, provided they were dependent on their child for at least half of their support and are at least 62 years old. However, to receive these benefits, the parent must not be eligible for a higher Social Security benefit on their own record. One important note to understand in 2025 is that Social Security survivor benefits do not automatically transfer to the survivors. You must apply for them, there's no automatic enrollment. And that's where it gets critical. Knowing how and when to apply can make a big difference in the financial security of a grieving family. The first step is to notify Social Security of the death. In most cases, the funeral home will handle this if you provide them with the deceased's Social Security number. However, it's always best to follow up with the Social Security Administration yourself to confirm that the death has been officially reported. Next, gather all the necessary documents. When applying for survivor benefits, you'll typically need the Social Security numbers for both the deceased and the applicant, the deceased worker's death certificate, a birth certificate for the applicant, proof of U.S. citizenship or lawful alien status, a marriage certificate if you're a spouse, and the deceased's W-2 forms or self-employment tax returns for the most recent year. You can apply by phone or by visiting your local Social Security office, though in-person appointments may be limited depending on your area. As of 2025, the SSA is continuing to encourage the use of phone and online services when possible, but applications for survivor benefits generally require more documentation and are often best handled with a representative by phone. Unfortunately, you cannot apply for survivor benefits online yet, but you can begin the process by calling the SSA's national number, which is 1-800-772-1213, or by setting up an appointment with your nearest office. If you're outside the United States, you should contact your nearest U.S. embassy or consulate. Once your application is approved, the amount you receive as a survivor will depend on several factors. These include the earnings of the deceased worker, your age, the type of survivor you are, and whether you're receiving any other benefits. In general, a surviving spouse at full retirement age can receive 100% of the deceased worker's benefit amount. If you begin collecting benefits earlier, say at age 60, your monthly amount will be reduced, potentially to around 71.5% of the full benefit. Children typically receive 75% of the deceased parent's benefit, but there is a family maximum usually between 150% and 180% of the full retirement benefit, which can reduce payments if multiple survivors are receiving benefits. It's also worth noting that receiving survivor benefits can affect other Social Security payments. For example, if you are already receiving retirement benefits on your own record, you can't receive both your own full benefit and the full survivor benefit. In this case, you'd receive whichever is higher, not both. If you are eligible for both, you may want to consider strategies to maximize your lifetime benefits. For example, some widows or widowers claim survivor benefits early and switch to their own retirement benefit at full retirement age or later, especially if their own benefit will be higher in the long run. Every situation is different, so it might be worth speaking with a financial advisor or SSA representative to decide what's best for your circumstances. There's also a one-time death payment of $255, which may be paid to the surviving spouse or a child who was eligible for benefits at the time of the worker's death. While it's a small amount, you must request it. This payment is not automatic, and many people overlook it. For 2025, there have been some ongoing discussions in Congress about potential reforms to survivor benefits, including proposals to increase the benefit amounts or expand eligibility, especially for surviving children and lower-income families. However, as of now, no major changes have been signed into law. It's important to stay updated, and here at Secure Your Benefits, we'll continue to bring you the latest Social Security news as it happens. One more important tip: make sure your loved ones know about these benefits before something unexpected happens. If you're the primary earner in your family, let your spouse or children know what your Social Security earnings record looks like and where important documents are located. Encouraging open conversations about financial planning can make a big difference later on. Applying for survivor benefits can feel overwhelming in an already difficult time, but you don't have to go through it alone. The Social Security Administration has trained representatives who can walk you through the process, and there are also many nonprofit organizations that provide free assistance to widows, children, and caregivers navigating Social Security matters. Here at Secure Your Benefits, our mission is to break down complex Social Security topics so everyday people can understand their rights and make informed decisions. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with someone who might need it, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on Social Security, retirement planning, and government benefits that impact you and your family. Remember, survivor benefits are not a handout. They are a vital part of the Social Security system that you or your loved one paid into through years of hard work. If you qualify, you deserve to receive them. Knowing your rights, acting quickly, and staying informed can help ensure that your family gets the support it's entitled to during life's most challenging moments. Thanks for watching Secure Your Benefits, and until next time, take care and stay informed.